Hey GSR fans, welcome to another episode of Maxed Out Performance. I'm Peekabuki, and we're going to be seeing what we can do with a random vehicle today. So how this works for those of you that haven't seen it, we're going to do a wheel spin to get us a random vehicle, and whatever vehicle we get first is what we're going to max out today and see what we can do in every racing category. We're going to test it right off the stock shelf first, not do any tuning or any upgrades, just kind of see how it does right off the market. And then we're going to beef it up as much as we can and race it in road race, street scene, dirt rally, cross country, drag race. And if the car is an option for a drift setup, we're going to see how it does in a couple of drift areas. So let's get started with the wheel spin and see what we're going to be playing with today. Well, we can't drive that, so let's give it one more spin. Come on, big money, no whammies. Come on, come on. Alright, we're bound to get one. We got 43 more spins here. Oh, come on. We're going to win something eventually here. Oh, hey, check that out. That's pretty cool. So we're playing with that again today. Alright, so let's head into the house here. And yes, I still have the Gables house. I have yet to buy another house. Might have to do that eventually, but for now, it's not about the house, it's about the car. Right? Alright, so let's go find that Subaru. There we are. Alright. Let's get a quick look at this bad boy. Alright, ooh, that's a nice engine setup right there. Now this looks like one of those I might not be able to do a whole lot of tuning to. But we're still going to try it. Alright, so let's get it out there by itself and see what happens. So from what I can see on this, looks like it might be a rally setup. So why not, let's go ahead and start out on a rally race, or a dirt race here. They're dirt races, but I call them rally races. And see how we perform. Alright. I do like the look of the car. It's got a pretty nice decal on it. Livery, whatever you want to call it. Alright, let's see how we do. Well, definitely got a little bit more acceleration than most of these guys. So we're doing pretty good on the asphalt. Let's see how we do on the dirt. If I can get around this little fella here. Definitely has some good grip, even on dirt. Rides real smooth. Very good braking time. It looks like I'm racing two more of the same thing right up there. And I do race on a high difficulty on this game, just to kind of get some fair testing out of it. And I've been playing games for a while, so I like a little bit of a challenge when I play. Try to get around these These boys here. As you can tell, I'm getting a little bit more used to it. Alright, well, we are in first. Let's finish up this last lap and kind of see what our lap time is compared to the others in the race here. Definitely does good with the e-brake too. Alright, last corner. Alrighty. So right off the bat, it feels great, but I have a feeling, let's see here, I did get the fastest lap time, so did good there. I have a feeling that this is a vehicle that you really can't do a whole lot to. It's kind of meant to be one that's good right off the bat, but we'll do what we can with it. That's the point of the video here, to see what is possible with every vehicle on the game. Alright, so let's take a quick trip back to the house. There we are. Turned around here. Alright. Now comes the real fun part. I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoy tuning these cars up. Looks like we have a lot of perks that are available to get. Let's go ahead and grab just a couple here. Get some influence going, you know. Alrighty. Well, I'll unlock the rest later. Okay, let's see what we got possible here. So, see, okay, so we still hit, still have quite a bit of options here. So let's try. This engine definitely raises it. We'll give it a quick shot. Let's keep it on that all-wheel drive conversion. And why not? Let's pop some twin turbos in there. Alright, let's see what we can do. Ooh, that slows it down. So we're going to leave that off. And with the hood, oh boy. So that there is just kind of a preference item, it looks like. I'm not going to lie, that looks cool. But it does slow it down, so we're going to go ahead and leave that off. Okay. So, okay, yes. As usual, wider tires. Give it some better stats. Not going to mess with the rims, not going to worry about those. Okay. Can't really do much with the transmission on this one. Might be the engine. So you don't have much control over the suspension either. And I just noticed too, you can't change out the wheels on this guy either. So it's mainly made for a rally, but we're still going to test it in every category. So looks like we're getting into an S2 class. Alright. So that's at 913. I'm going to check one quick thing here. Well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and go with that one. I was going to test this one and pop the upgrades on it to see how it looked, but we're just going to go ahead and stick with the 4.0 liter F6. So, alright. So, for the upgrade on this one, which you don't really get as many options as other vehicles, looks like it's going to run you about 70,000. So let's go ahead and pop that on there. Looks like we're gaining weight. We're not losing any, but we also didn't have a weight reduction kit. We are gaining 630 horsepower. Lateral G's are the same. We're going from an A class to an S2 class. So let's get this bad boy out there. Find us a road race. And see how we do on the road. Alright. So I think I have... Yeah, there's one right up here. Let's go to this street scene race and see how we do. Definitely a whole lot quicker right off the line there. Which I would expect raising over 600 horsepower. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Looks like I'm still got some of those same Subarus as me. Oh man, got you guys getting a little aggressive here. Oh man. Come on, it guys. Oh, okay, so we're sliding a little bit more on the roads now. Weren't doing that as much last time. Ooh boy. So we did lose a little bit of turning. So we'll have to readjust to that. See if we can catch up to these guys up here. Turning is definitely changed. But we didn't really have much in the way of customization on the turning there with parts. Mostly all we were really able to do was get a bigger engine in this bad boy. I'm really struggling to keep this guy on the road right now. Man, that's a lot of... That's just sliding. There's not very much grip on these tires. I lost the position too. That's bad. I just can't quite get the turn that I need. I'm either oversteering it or understeering it. When I do really slow it down to where I have more control, I just can't really get closer to these guys. Still pulling away. So I liked it better before I messed with it. There were a couple of cars that were a little bit higher in class than us, but not much. But it looks like I still got the fastest lap time. Well, save for one, the guy that was right above me. But we still did go on the lap time. Maybe if I played with it a little bit longer and got a little more used to it, I could probably win that, but testing on this one is just the first time race, so it still did pretty good. Oh, we got a wheel spin here. Leveling up left and right, I'll tell you what. Oh, hey. Alright. That's a pretty nice little car. Okay. Well, that was road race. So, let's head down to this street scene here and see how we do in an open class race. Those of you that do play street scene, you'll know that it's just any car goes as long as it's in the same class. So that's kind of what we're doing here to see how this car compares to just anything else on the streets, at least. So we're going to give this a shot. Alright, let's get this Bat Ham race underway. This looks like we're racing some hypercars here. Oh, come on now. Be fighting back just because I gave you a little love tap there. So I have the acceleration, but I have a feeling that these guys are going to be quite a bit faster than I am. Catching up now, but I'm also not so sliding left and right like I was on the other race. There we go. Try this without having a head-on collision. I see that right there though, that messed me up. Oh boy. A little bit more acceleration here, but oh man, I just cannot keep it on the road. If it wasn't for that awful mistake on that last curb I went off on, probably would have made second, but see, it's kind of hard to keep on this road. Okay. Well, if it wasn't for my errors on there, I would have at least had a podium finish, sorry. Okay. Well, so far I'm not doing good on the
A
road.
lot of really solid drivers are going home, but you're through.
So what we're gonna do now
What can I say? Only the fastest survive in street scene.
is try to do a dirt race. Let's see here. Let's find one I haven't done. Let's head up here. Now, normally I'd go back to the garage and retune this, or get different upgrades for the car, I should say, to get it ready for dirt and cross country. But this car really didn't give me the option to change tires or suspension, which is usually what I do. So that's why we're just heading on to the next race here. And yes, I am taking a shortcut. Okie doke. Too far away now. Alright, here we go. So let's try this dirt race with our rally monster here. The 100-acre wood. Alright then. Alright, now let's race on some dirt. So still with these rally monster cars, I am getting a lot more acceleration and speed, as long as I don't hit a wall like that, than these other guys on here. So, like I said on that first circuit race that I did, if it wasn't for me not being used to the vehicle with this performance setup, probably would have won it. Same on that street scene race. Just takes a little getting used to. Thought this was a dirt race, but I have yet to see any dirt, so there'll probably be a little strip coming up eventually. Hey, there we are. Alright, so let's see how we do on dirt here. Alright. Use that e-brake a little too much back there. Kind of whipped it over when I didn't need to. But I am liking it on the dirt. Runs really smooth, kind of stays on the line you would expect it to. And the transition from asphalt to dirt doesn't really bog it down, and vice versa, dirt to asphalt. I'm really liking it. Just kind of took some getting used to there. And there we go. But if I were to compare it to driving on dirt and driving on asphalt, I would rather drive it on dirt. It handles a little bit better in my opinion. Which I would expect it to, with this vehicle being made in the game to be a rally car, so. Alright guys, let's head over to a rally race next. Had to pause it there for a second. My little man, He's 2 and he had to show me this wicked awesome basket that he found, so it was like a little Easter basket from earlier this year. So he thought that was the coolest thing ever. Okay. So let's see how we do with a rally. Looks like we're gonna have to do a blueprint here. There we go. Nothing too difficult. All right. Excuse me. Let's give this a shot. Let's see how we do with some crazy off-road driving here. I don't know about you guys, but I love just the chaos of a rally race. The jumps, the destruction. It's just a blast. So I'm definitely pulling away very quickly from these guys. As long as I don't mess up like that. Got a pretty solid lead. I'll tell you one thing though, if you want to make those corners in good time, might want to learn how to use the e-brake on this guy. Hope that back end. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Hang on, that was bad. I didn't touch the e-brake there, so I wasn't trying to give an example. Just kind of lost control. But some of these corners, kind of like here, got to pop that e-brake. Just give it a quick tap, slide that back end over, help you take off. So that was a close one. They were pretty close behind me, but I was still able to win. So not too bad on that. And everyone was in a very similar class too. Their score is right there with mine. Alright. So I had fun with that rally race. That was definitely a blast. So all we got left is a drag race. And I say that because when I was tuning this, or I say tuning, and I mean to say upgrading, because I didn't tune anything on it. When I was upgrading it, I didn't see an option for a drift setup. And I mean that by the suspension change to change it to a drift setup. So without that option, I'm not going to bother attempting it. So for the cars that do have that, I will play with that and see how they drift, but not on this one. No drifting today, so maybe on our next one we win. We'll get a little sideways. Intentionally, anyway. Alright, so taking our little shortcut here to the festival. You guys ever run into those trees that just absolutely trick you, thinking, yeah, this is a small one, I can fly right through it, and you go to do it and your car just, you know, head-on collision with a wall type deal? Or is that just me? Alright, so now I am going to tune it a little bit just to see how much speed I can get. Excuse me, for the drift. So let's see if dropping it messes it up any. Okay, so we're gaining, so we're going to drop it by a little bit at a time here. Because this thing does have good acceleration, but I would like it to be a little faster. Okay, 201. Let's see if we can get more. 202. Let's drop it just about another 5 here. I think it's starting to slow down. Okay, that should be okay. I don't want to lose too much acceleration. Okay, and then let's just go ahead and throw these over to speed, since we're not going to bother turning on a straightaway, and get a little bit more speed going there. So, alright, so let's head out to the drag strip. Okay. And let's see how this guy does in a drag race against other rally monsters. Here we go. Really getting some close competition here. Oh boy. Oh, can we beat him? Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, man. He's just a little bit faster. I bet with a little bit more tuning, I could probably get it up there to beat him, but we're not going to spend all day doing that. So, we're going to call it good on that. So what I like to do finishing up on these, I'm going to make a quick trip out to the highway here. And let's just, I wish I could fast travel over there. We'll just drive over there. Play with it while we're driving just to see how it looks. What I like to do finishing these up is head over to the highway and just see how fast I can get. See how high we can get that speedometer while driving on that big straightaway on the highway. I want to take a quick shortcut here. Oh, Molly. Alright, we're almost there. Only thing about playing on this game, if there's no set shortcut, you can always make one. I mean, I don't always have to follow what that little GPS line says. It's just a suggestion on here. Okie dokie. Coming up on the highway now. Alright. Let's bank that score there. Alright. And then let's see how we do on the highway. Let's see what kind of top speed we can get on this guy. So I know that that estimate on the tuning isn't always right. So we're going to check and see. Definitely keeping some grip. Great. Especially at these speeds. Looks like we're hitting 208, 209, 210. Oh, or maxed out at 210. I think we're hitting our limit here. We are maxed out. Let's drive up to that speed zone. I like to at least get that far just to get this car banked in on it. That way it's got its fastest speed zone time. Oh. What's nice is it really doesn't feel like you're going to lose control driving it, even at 200 miles an hour like some vehicles can. Alright. So I like this car. And if you watched my last video where I got to max out that Jaguar F-Pace, I still have the same opinion that you really don't have to max it out to be able to win with it. It was just fine right off the bat. So if you want to max it out, by all means go right ahead. I'm having fun with it maxed out, but I wouldn't say it's a necessity. So just go out and have fun with it. Alright, well I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Game Savvy Rednecks, GSR Gaming, and keep up with us on more videos coming out. I'll definitely have more on the Maxed Out Performance series for you guys. If you have any suggestions for a vehicle you want me to do next time, just drop a hint in the comments and I'll do my best, if I have that vehicle or I can get that vehicle, to test it out for you. Don't forget we also have a Facebook page now. Look for GSR Gaming on Facebook, and just look for that American flag background on our logo, and hit us a like and follow our page for more upcoming videos. Alright, you guys have been awesome. We had fun. God bless.